Hello and welcome to video 1 in our series on becoming a childminder in York. In this video we'll provide you with a basic introduction to childminding. In this introduction to childminding video we will cover what is a childminder and what do they do, and what skills or experience will you need to become a childminder in York. Ofsted's definition is that a childminder is one person who can work with up to 2 other people at any time, looking after children on domestic premises for a ward where at least one individual child attends for a total of more than 2 hours a day. Each childminder will be registered with and inspected by Ofsted to ensure that they are able to demonstrate the quality and standards of care required by Ofsted, the Early Years Foundation Stage, and the Professional Association for Childcare and Early Years, previously known as the National Childminders Association. Childminders must register with Ofsted to be on the Early Years Register if you intend to care for children aged 0 to 5 years. An important thing to note is that providers on this register must follow the Early Years Foundation Stage Framework guidance, or on the compulsory part of the Childcare Register to care for children aged 5 to under 8 years, or on the voluntary part of the Childcare Register to care for children aged 8 years or over if the parents or carers are wishing to claim working tax credits. A registered childminder could be registered on all of these registers. It is your responsibility as the registered childminder to ensure that you are registered on the appropriate register and that you adhere to the relevant requirements. As a childminder, you will provide high quality childcare within a positive, safe, secure and happy environment. Plan and prepare a program of play-based activities relevant to the ages and stages of child development, build relationships with parents, childminders and professionals, and complete relevant record keeping, paperwork and administration for individual children. This should be in compliance with the relevant requirements or conditions of the Ofsted register or registers that you are on. A childminder will have excellent communication skills with children, parents, carers and professionals, be able to network with parents, professionals and peers, remain calm under pressure, be flexible and adaptable to meet the needs of the market, that is the children, the parents and all the carers. Be committed to ongoing professional development and actively promote their business, including their own unique selling points. In order to become a childminder in York, you will need to have some experience of caring for children. You will need to undertake the local authority approved training course, for further details of which will be covered in the next video, or hold a recognised qualification. You will need to hold a valid and appropriate first aid certificate. If you're intending on caring for babies and children, you will need to have a paediatric first aid certificate. If you are caring for children who have reached puberty, you should have an adult first aid certificate. These qualifications will need to be reviewed every 3 years. You will also need to have an understanding of and commitment to the provision of high quality childcare, play work and a knowledge of child development. You will need to have an understanding of the Early Years Foundation Stage, which is the mandatory framework for those on the Early Years Register, and also be able to provide a healthy, safe and secure environment for children. City of York Council can offer prospective childminders a free introduction session to the Early Years Foundation Stage. York Family Information Service will provide you with details about this Early Years Foundation Stage session. You can also download useful information about the Early Years Foundation Stage from the Department for Education or the foundationyears.org.uk websites. What next? We would recommend that you watch our follow-up videos which cover the specific local authority requirements for becoming a childminder in York, as well as the approximate costs involved. It's also suggested that you take a moment to look through the information documents contained on our website, including the childminder person specification, sample job description and a day in the life of a childminder. Once you've done that, we would recommend that you book onto a childminder information session, the dates for which can be found on our website, along with an online booking form, and then attend the follow-up introduction to the Early Years Foundation Stage for Childminders session. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact Family Information Service on 01904 5544 or via email or through the online inquiry form that can be found on our website. Once you've attended these information sessions and have spoken in detail with Family Information Service and are confident that childminding is something for you, you can then complete the Ofsted application pack, including asking your GP to complete the health check.
Thanks very much for watching, and please look out for our other videos online.